Sit. Hanu is progressing on hold. He's progressing on everything. And I want to talk a little bit about hold because it is the command that takes the longest. It's an awesome thing to teach any dog, service dogs, hunting dogs, your house dog, it doesn't matter. Now, hold has been taught to hunting dogs for years. If you have a dog that's going to retrieve, they must be taught a proper hold. And one of the methods that has been used for literally hundreds of years is the ear pinch method to get the dog to open its mouth. And I don't really use this method. I did back in the 80s with my first Labrador because that's how my dad did it. And I'm not going to say it's abusive. It's not. I don't like being pinched. And what I mean by pinched is like the method that has been used for so long, and you can find this on YouTube, you can find all kinds of dog trainers that still use this method, is you take a shotgun shell and you sort of squeeze the ear on the end of the shotgun shell. And if you are pinched, you say ow, right? So does the dog. They say ow, and when they're saying ow, you put the object in their mouth. Now, I just don't like being pinched, okay? So I don't want to do it to the dog. Besides, that's causing excitement, and I see any type of excitement as like, it's not a plus. So I take more time just opening the dog's mouth and putting the object in, okay? I take more time. And then when it comes time to do this, I do want this on and off pressure. Now, you can use an e-collar to do on and off pressure with it real low. And I'll do that too. I've done that in the past. I'm not using that with him. But how you do it is I use my toe. I put the remote on the ground, and I put the remote on the ground and I step on it, and with my other toe, I'm pressing the button real low, like 1 or 2. I say hold by putting the object in the dog's mouth, and they start picking up that it's pressure on, pressure off. Pressure is lifted. Pressure's lifted when the dog becomes compliant. Now keep in mind, if you're going to use the e-collar ever, you want to create an annoyance. That's it. You want to make it annoying. And you want to make it less annoying than you would with a regular command. You want the dog to hold. You don't want them to ever view retrieving or anything in a negative way. It's overcast and cold out today. This is awesome for working on hold. Remember, if it's 70 degrees or above, the sun's coming down, the dog's going to be hot. They have to breathe through their mouth. They pant. So it makes them miserable. So don't work on hold and don't do retrieves when it's hot out. Now, the variation of the air pinch that I do is, since I do it longer, just opening the dog's mouth and taking the object, putting in, right? Then I start just taking my finger and I press the ear between my thumb and my finger so that they can get that association drop with pressure on, pressure off. But it isn't that ow thing. I just don't see the ow thing as needed, because you have the option of using an e-collar super low or doing what I like to do, which is just an ear pressure, just on and off. So it's that physicality that gets the dog used to, like pressure on, open the mouth, pressure off when you let off the ear. Do you understand? So you start doing this, and the object might be just right in front of the dog's mouth, but if the dog starts opening its mouth and just moves like an inch for the object, then they move 2 inches, 3 inches, then before long you're placing it on the ground and they're picking it up. That's a full-on retrieve. As soon as the dog is going for it an inch, that's a retrieve. And he's sort of doing a retrieve now. So I'll grab his ear and I'll press, and I'll just see how he opens his mouth, and then I let up. It's that simple, and you do this over and over again. There's no ow. There's no crows. Oh, that's a raven. There is no ouch. I don't need that. I don't want that. I don't like being pinched. Why am I going to pinch the dog? And please be assured, I am not saying the dog trainers that do this, that's abuse. It's a dog. So what? You pinch them. That you do this for like a session to get them going, right? And then it never happens again. But if you're like me, you don't like being pinched and you don't want to pinch the dog, use my method of either using the e-collar and your toe, turning it on, turning it off, or just get the dog used to opening their mouth. And like I said, like if he's looking at the crow, if you do pressure on it and you put it in front of his mouth and then just go slide it in and start doing that, voila, simple as that. Now, when you start doing this and the dog starts opening his mouth, you want to put the object in front of the dog's face and a little bit lower and everything and get the dog moving its head. That's key, okay? And if the dog is looking down or something, take your leash or put them in a high collar. Make sure that they're not looking down. They need to have their head up. But if you have it down like this, Hanu, hold. See how he's opening his mouth for it? That's what we fucking need. This dog's right on schedule. Teaching your dog hold is going to hold and retrieving, like start to finish. If the dog's 8 months or above, I can do it in 30 days. I can teach the dog hold and drop, and he can be doing retrieves where he's picking up keys, glasses, retrieving items in 30 days. It's going to take you a minimum of 3 weeks. You need to take your time and you need to be thorough. And don't skip over anything, else your dog's not going to be doing it proper. And you're like, why? Why do you even do this ear pressure thing, or why do people do the ear pinch thing? Is because at a point, I'm telling you, when I put this on the ground, I'll get him to go for this, like in the next couple days, he'll be going for this up here. And I'll start moving it close to the ground. But once I have it on the ground and my hand is not on it, they all don't want to pick it up. So you go back to the ear pinch method of, like, I'm going to give you pressure on. Hanu, Hanu, hold. No, hold. Reluctantly. Good boy. Hold. And then that way you're sending the message to the dog, no, pick it up. There's ravens flying all over. That's a crow. But do you understand? So you're always going to get refusals when you start putting it on the ground. Once we get the dog to pick it up off the ground, which will be in the next week, home free. The dog's doing a retrieve and we can start. It really starts escalating at that point. It starts escalating at this point because now, even though he's just going a little bit for the object, that's what we would need. We just need his head to start moving for it. Hanu, hold. Hold. Good boy. See how he opens his mouth now? Drop. Good boy. Hold. No. Hold. See, that's what we need. Just a little bit of movement. You build on success. We just need a little tiny bit of movement. That's it. He's home free. Hanu. It's windy out. Hanu, sit. No, sit. Hanu, hold. Good boy. Good boy. Drop. Good boy. Hanu, hold. Good boy. Drop. Good boy. That's good. You're doing good. Do it again. Hold. See how he's moving his head for it? Oops. That's it. That's it. You get him to move just a half an inch, then an inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. Then you're holding it a foot away. They're going for it. And then it's on the ground, and then they're really going for it. They're doing a retrieve. You're doing good, dude. Here, do it again. No. No. Hanu, hold. No. Hold. Good. Drop. Hanu, hold. Good. Drop. See how he's moving his head to the side for it? That's what you need to start doing, is start moving it around the dog's head, even up, down, right? Hanu, hold. Good. Drop. That's good. Hanu, hold. No. No. Hanu, no. Hold. Good. Drop. See, as soon as it goes in his mouth and he's holding it, I let up off the ear. I hope this makes sense. It should make sense. Look at this guy. He's awesome looking. Hanu, sit. Do it one more time for me, buddy. Hanu, hold. Good. Drop. Hanu, hold. Good. Drop. Hanu, hold. Good. Drop. That's it. That's it. So, time frame wise, we're going to do this more today. We're going to do it all today because it's... this is all we're probably going to work on. Maybe do some weave pulls, some other stuff, but we're going to work on this a lot. And within 5 days, he should be picking it up off the ground. Something like that. So he'll be doing a retrieve within 5 days. No. Off. No. Off. Hanu, up. No, up. Sit. No, sit. Hanu, hold. Drop. Oh, yeah, good boy. Here, come here. Spin around. Sit. Hanu, hold. No, 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 hold. Good. Drop. See? If he's not to the point where if you put it out here, it'll be consistent. So you keep using ear pressure. Pressure on, pressure off. Does that make sense? Like if you just throw a stick, a dog might go get it, but that's not it. The dog isn't functioning with it as a command. They may go get it, they may drop it. We need him to be consistently picking an object up off the ground, spinning into heel. And the only way that you can learn this is by when you get refusals, that's good. Teach the dog you will not, refusals don't cut it, Hanu. Right? Give me a kiss. He's a good boy. Let's try one more time. Hanu, hold. Good. See how his head is going forward for it? I hope this makes sense. Look again. Here, spin around. Sit. No, we're not playing yet. Hang on, we'll play in a minute. Hang on. Hanu, hold. Hold. Good, drop. He's got it. I'm saying 5 days. It could go quicker. If I can get him to pick it, like we'll go lower. Hold. Like that. He might be picking it up off the ground by this afternoon. He might be doing retrieves by tomorrow. I'm just saying I can do it within 5 days. But take your time. Don't go too fast. Be thorough. You had the option of using the e-collar for pressure on, pressure off, or using ear pressure, hold. See, he's just sort of reluctant still. Drop. He'll get it, though. Either it's today. By tomorrow, he'll be picking it up off the ground. Every time I say this, the dog does it quicker than I expect. Like, he might be picking it up off the ground by this afternoon. You're a good boy. Got a goober in your eye, dude. Nice job, buddy.